Get started. All right, everyone. Hi, my name is Katie Erstedt. It's nice to see everybody on. I see people popping on. Cassie, Megan, Allison, Fabiola, I think it is. I hope I pronounced that right. Just kind of to give you a quick sort of tour. I cannot see you, but you can likely see my screen. If somebody's in the chat bar and can give me a heads up that yes, they can indeed see my screen, that would be great. And then also too, there's a chat bar that is set up. If you're on a computer, it's on the lower hand side. If you have questions throughout this presentation, you're more than welcome to put them in here so that we can check them out, so I can answer any questions that you might have. So I am so excited because on this call, we actually have a couple of brand new coaches who are going to be kicking off their training starting on Monday. And actually, just a heads up, when you join the organization tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, we're going to have a new coach kickoff call that's going to go through everything that I'm sort of covering tonight. But it's also going to cover just how to actually get started, how to set up your page. It's going to talk about your first couple posts. So it's going to be a great informational call for you tomorrow as well. So just a quick introduction. My name is Katie Erstedt. I have been involved with coaching for 7 years. It will be 7 years on the 12th of May, which is so insane for me to even think about because it has gone so fast and I have learned so much through this experience. And one of the things that I have learned as a coach is truly how much this business and this opportunity has blessed me in so many multiple ways. Oh, yay! I'm so glad I pronounced it right. That makes me so happy. And it also is one of my greatest gifts to be able to share with other people like you what this opportunity is all about and really what it can do for you. So I'm going to go over a couple things that we're going to cover this evening. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about what the actual role of a coach is, how coaches are compensated. Oh, and Andrea, remember that you told me that if I didn't tell you to work out by 9 o'clock, you were going to yell at me. So I'm just telling you, make sure you get your workout in. Okay, you got it. Okay. I'm just teasing her a little bit. All right, so how a coach is compensated through Beachbody. I'm going to talk about our compensation plan. We're going to talk about what relational marketing is because that is our business model. And I really want to explain what makes it a little bit unique, what makes it different. We're going to talk about some of the other added perks of being a coach. And we're going to talk about how we're going to get you started, how we train to create an income, how we make an impact, and really how we grow in audience with our following, so with our engaged audience. So before I dive in, I think it's really important that you know a little bit about me and how I started. So I started as a full-time educator. I was a teacher, and my husband and I had taken on a pretty hefty mortgage. And we thought we were living this life. We had great jobs and everything was going really well, but we found ourselves really buried by our mortgage, by student loans, by car payments, by just the expenses month to month of things just adding up. And I found myself asking this one question over and over, just how does anyone get ahead? My question was, how does anyone actually get ahead? And I was getting so frustrated because as much as I was trying to get ahead, it never felt like payday could come quick enough. And on one occasion, I was at the grocery store, and my husband and I had recently given up our gym memberships because it was just an expense we didn't need. And I had purchased a DVD. It was an Insanity DVD, and this was long before Beachbody On Demand was even something that was discussed. And I had purchased that DVD, and I was doing the workouts at home, and I, on one occasion, went to the grocery store. And I remember crossing my fingers before I went in there and said, oh my God, please just let there be enough money in the bank account that I don't have to charge anything. And so I went there, and wouldn't you know, I get to the cash register with just those few items, and the cashier says insufficient funds. And so I scrambled for my credit card, paid for those couple groceries with the credit card, and I walked out of there and I just said, I need to find a way to not live paycheck to paycheck. I need to figure this out. I knew I needed a side income. So I really looked at Beachbody coaching first and foremost as a way to offset the cost of the groceries. I didn't understand what coaching could potentially do down the road. I just knew that the good life for me at that time was knowing that I didn't have to cross my fingers and hope that there was enough money in the bank account. I knew that getting ahead to me was just having more than enough. So if I went to Target, I wouldn't have to justify every expense that I was putting on the Target card. I wanted just enough that I didn't have to explain everything. And we were slaves to that budget Excel sheet. Even though we had great jobs, my husband was a consultant for a computer software company, and I was a full-time teacher. I just was so tired of trying to figure out how anyone did more than just get by. And so I gave this a whirl. And when I signed up as a coach, I made a $160 investment. And I decided that the very first thing I would do was make sure that my investment paid itself. So what is a coach then? Right? So what does a coach look like? What is their role? What do they do? How do they earn? I want to share that a coach is not necessarily a nutritionist, a dietitian. They are not necessarily a personal trainer, although they can have those things. For me personally, coaching has just been about sharing the products with other people because I myself am passionate about the products that I am endorsing. Now, let me be clear. When I started as a coach, I had never drank the products. I never drank Shakeology. Didn't even know what Energize was at the time. The product was E&E. I was just doing the at-home workouts and seeing. I was seeing results with Insanity on them on their own. And so when I started, I didn't have experience with the products. And a lot of people ask me up front, like, I don't know if I can be successful as a coach, Katie, because I don't have results with the products. And I say, that is exactly why you are going to be a great coach, because you are going to be a walking billboard for your products. You are going to be sharing truthfully what these products are doing for you while you're experiencing it for the first time. You are going to be sharing your journey with other people in a very, very personal and up close way, where you're talking about what it's like to actually work out for maybe the first time, what it's like to actually start fueling your body with natural foods, what it's like to actually start losing weight the healthy way. So when you become a coach, it is not about being an expert in the field. It is really about sharing your experiences and giving other people hope so that you can start showing them that what is possible, because you're being that light to them. And I am a very normal person. I live a very normal life. I'm in my Team Pittsburgh hoodie right now because we just got back from our deck hockey game. My kid, you can probably hear footsteps upstairs. It just is a very normal life. It is just that I ask myself that question: how does anyone do more than just get by? So what I also want to explain to you is what makes this whole model very, very different. You know, how do you actually earn an income? And so what you need to know is this is called relational marketing. And it is a business. It is an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. It is through something called network marketing. So if you've never heard of network marketing before, network marketing is a business model in which you are able to create residual income based on the volume and production of a team, as well as your own personal sales. So when I signed, I had never heard that term. I was not a business owner. I was a teacher, and I didn't always understand that. I also knew that I was incredibly coachable. And the idea of residual income was something that I was really curious about because I had never heard of anything like that. As a teacher who has a very strict salary schedule and knows exactly what she's going to earn no matter how hard she works, I knew that this to me was nothing like I had ever experienced before. So let me explain to you what makes relational marketing a little bit different, network marketing. So number one, it's a level playing field. You don't come in as a pro. You don't have to have any type of background that's going to determine your success. I have seen people come into this business who do not have a higher level degree. I have seen people who are doctors come in and kill it with this business. It is an even playing field. Anyone with a strong work ethic and a strong reason to be successful can be successful at this business. Number two, there is very little investment when it comes to actually starting the business. And I always like to give this analogy because it's mind-blowing to me that you can make a $160 investment and potentially earn a 6 or 7 figure income with this company. And I want to share that because when I started, that $160 investment scared the heck out of me. We were living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't have a lot of extra. I didn't have that wiggle room. So I knew making that investment meant that I had skin in the game. So you can bet that that original investment, I said, I'm going to treat it like it is truly $1 million investment. You know, a lot of people come into franchise opportunities or they want to start a business and they are buried with loans and debt and they have other investors who they need to pay in order to make sure that their business becomes profitable. And many times they're not profitable for 3 to 7 years until the business has actually been paid off before they are able to really create actual income. With Beachbody, you are making a $160 investment. Your first goal as a coach is to make your investment back. And you can do that with 3 sales. Like, how mind-blowing is that? You can build a 6 or 7 figure business by first getting your initial investment paid off. And your first initial investment, $160, are you kidding me? And when people say, I don't know, Katie, like it just seems kind of expensive. If it seems kind of expensive, and I go back to where I was at this time, I say to myself, I needed it. There was no other choice. I knew that I didn't want to do just living paycheck to paycheck. And I didn't know how to create an income without first making an investment in a business. And so I treated it like a potential $1 million investment. Number 3, your success depends fully on you. My job is to be your mentor, and this kind of goes into number 4 as well. As your mentor, my success is dependent on my downline's success as well. So I have skin in the game when it comes to your success. But your success is truly dependent on you. Are you willing to work? Are you coachable? Are you somebody who is given the exact activities of what to do? Are you willing to learn them and grow and learn from your own mistakes and trials? And I want to give you full disclosure. When I started, I didn't know what in the world I was doing. The first couple posts I put out were awful. They were so bad. And I laugh now about it because I look back at that and think to myself, you have to go through a period where you're learning, you're willing to learn and grow, and know that you're not going to be a pro from the get-go. You are really going to just have to really say, I am willing to learn how to grow along the way. And that goes into number 4. My job as your mentor is to support you on the journey. So when you get started, first thing you're going to get is an initial email that really welcomes you into the organization. It's going to be a new coach kickoff call. Then you are also going to get your new coach training, access into the training groups, as well as my mentorship too. So if you are going to be someone who's like, I'm ready to go, tell me exactly what I need to do, I can give you those tools. If you're like, Katie, I'm really just interested in my own health and fitness journey, which some people are, I'm going to mentor you in that regard. So basically, I am going to match whatever effort you are willing to put into your business. Number 5, it's not a ladder of any sort. Seniority means nothing. I have seen people come in at the same time, and some people, they just go. They grow their business. They're ready to like hear what the benchmarks are. They want to earn those reward trips, and they are moving up their own business, their own success on their own scale. It's not a wait your turn. It is truly dependent on how much effort you want to put into it. And number 6, it's your business. It's not a job. A business is true ownership. It is not a clock in and a clock out. Your effort is truly dependent on what you are willing to do with it. Your time. Number 7 is your time. At first, I will be 100% honest with you. You are going to start working your business and not necessarily seeing crazy income from the beginning. And I look at it and I go, yes, but are you coachable? Because if you are, you do have that potential to really grow it. So when I tell people your initial investment, that's our first goal to get it paid for. Then our first goal is to serve our first couple clients so that they are getting results. And then we're going to talk about how you actually start building an organization of people who are doing what you do. It is the amount of time that you can put into the business. For me, when I started as a teacher, I didn't have a lot of time. I had about 3 or 4 hours a day. So I knew that I wasn't able to grow as fast with my business as other people who were starting at the same time. And knowing that, I knew that that 3 or that 4 hours, if I was laser focused on the activities that I needed to do, I was trading time for dollars. I knew that eventually that would pay off, that my business would grow. Number 8 is what makes this business model so different than anything I've ever seen, and that's residual income. Residual income is income that you make without necessarily making a quote-unquote sale. And you earn income based on the volume that other people in the organization are doing. Now, this is me just being really very real with you. You are going to be added into an organization that is building an organization. So when you come in, you are going to start seeing that there are going to be people in your organization who are added, and you might say, but who are these people? Because you have an active business, because your upline is actively working the business, you're going to start to see volume that is being placed underneath you as well. And residual income is when you actually sell products and those people continue to order those products month after month. But when it comes to volume, you earn volume, you earn cycle bonuses based on what the organization is doing as well. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It took me months to understand what that meant. And I had to take time to watch trainings. I learned from the Coach Basics. I learned from my upline. And once I started to wrap my head around it, I started to understand the expression that you would move a brick wall if you really understood the power of residual income. Residual income is earned whenever you start building your business. Residual income grows even though you yourself are not always directly making the sales. So I want to kind of express to you that you might not understand residual income yet, but I can tell you when you're part of a growing team and a growing organization and you start learning how to grow a business, residual income has the power to truly change your life. And I speak from experience. As a teacher who 2 years into the business was able to start creating a 6-figure income, it started with that power of understanding residual income. Number 9, you pick who you work with. This business is meant to be fun. You are meant to have fun in this business. So not only are you going to be helping people, you get to pick the people you want to help. And I don't know about you, but we can't always pick our colleagues, right? We can't always pick the people we work with. So I love that in our team, we really get to work with people who are like us. We get to work with people who are totally devoted to helping their clients, their customers get results, but they're also really devoted to helping their teammates. And they're really, really devoted to making an income as well. So it's not just all fun and games, but we are business partners too. So we are really in the trenches, learning, growing, developing our skills as CEOs together. Number 10, success in your business and significance work simultaneously. I'm proud of what I get to do. I am proud that I get to help people gain confidence. I am proud that when my coaches tell me about their business wins and their successes and their highest paychecks, I get to be the one who is celebrating that with them. And I sincerely hope that's something that you get excited about too. I think that's one of the most rewarding things about the job is I get to not compete with people, but I get to truly collaborate with people. And I know that when they're winning, it wins for all of us. Like it's a win for everybody. Number 11 and number 12, just rewards. And I'll go into some of the other things that you can do and some of the other things that you can earn. But number 12, you cannot fail, right? The only way you are going to fail at this business is if you actually just quit. And for me, like I just knew that failure wasn't an option. I knew I was taking good care of my health. I knew that I was a better mom. I was a better wife. I was enjoying the results that I was seeing physically. And why wouldn't I want to share that? I was feeling good. I was having more energy. Why wouldn't I want to share that? So for me, there was nowhere to go but up. I was going to just keep learning how to become better at it. I was going to just keep growing. And so I did just keep growing. And so did my organization as well. All right, so how does it work? Let me take a quick sip of water here. I get a little excited when I talk about the power of the business. All right, so how does it all work? You earn an income from basically two sources. So at first, the bulk of your business is going to be based on your commissions, which is your sales. So at first, you are going to start endorsing the product, sharing the product, and we as your team are going to help you understand how to do that effectively. And as you grow and you start to see your clients seeing successes, and as you start sharing how you are doing as a coach and what you are doing as a coach, the second way is actually the volume production. And volume is based on the sales of the team that is being built underneath you. Let me be clear. Ain't nobody taking a cut of your check. Your commissions, you are going to earn between 25 and 40% off of your sales. So you are going to earn 25 to 40% on your own sales. But as your business grows and you start building a team, Beachbody says, wow, you are really spreading the word. You are helping people and you are actually mentoring people as they are starting their journey. We want to reward you through our team cycle bonus opportunity. And so you can start to create cycle bonuses. And at first, this is just going to be $14 or $18 here and there. But over time, I started to see the shift go from the bulk of my income being that volume, that residual power over my commissions. Yes. I still every month have a commissions goal that I meet. I am still getting clients results. I am still devoted to my sales. But I also want to add that my income has grown over time because of the power of residual income as well. Not only are these two sources, but then we also have a bonus pool. We also have a matching bonus as well. So there are other income avenues as well. As you grow the business, this begins to be understood a little bit more. Okay. So I kind of just went over this. So yeah, we had the matching bonus, the team cycle bonus, which is your volume, residual income. And I also want to add this. If you have a client who orders like a product every month and it's on Home Direct every month, you receive the commissions for those orders. So let's say, for example, they buy Shakeology in April and then they have it ordered again. They just automatically have it renewed again in May, and then in June, you are earning commissions every single time. So that residual is going to grow. You can earn those commissions on that as well. And honestly, a lot of people who are seeing amazing results and they get what the products are doing for them and they love how they're feeling, they are going to keep ordering month after month. One of my goals as a coach is to make sure people understand the value. And so I do teach my coaches to really focus on the value of the product that you are sharing with your clients. Understanding the value of the investment that they have made is critical. It's absolutely key. All right, so why the KB? So why the Knockout Brigade? What makes us different? What makes our team really unique? I'm going to share a few things, and I know there might be more, and we do have some awesome team members on here tonight too. But here is what I've found to be true. When you sign up, yes, there is going to be some figuring it out kind of stuff. You are going to have to really learn, put effort in. You are going to start learning some of the trainings. Your upline can't always do the trainings for you, but you are going to be mentored by people who are successfully influencing with these products. You are going to be part of a building team of influencers. And our team especially believes in filling your cup first. I want you to know that my job as your mentor is to make sure that you first and foremost are taking care of you before you always try to take care of everybody else. As a coach, to effectively coach, we need to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves. And that is that we are being a product of the product. We are doing our workouts. We are fueling our body with good food. We are seeing results, not just physically, but emotionally. Our confidence is going up. And I love that on the KB, we are about like sweating for something bigger. We are a team that truly looks at the power of sweat as something so much more than just trying to lose a couple pounds. It's about who you become through the process. And being mentored by coaches who are in the trenches with you. This is not a distance kind of learning. This is when you need support, it is on you to reach out, but it's also there. Your support is there. Again, like I said, you're part of a growing organization. You are going to be part of an organization of coaches who are also adding coaches, who are also adding volume. And I think that's key to know, especially if you're serious about wanting to grow. You're going to get support from those who are successfully growing their business. You're going to get monthly trainings based on and designed for those who are working part-time, people who are working full-time. I get busy. I get that people are busy. So I know that it's key that we maximize our time. And so not only are you going to get your new coach training that starts on Monday, but you are then also going to, as you grow your business, there's going to be other trainings that are going to help you rank advance to increase your volume bonuses. You're going to be part of trainings that help you specifically with a skill like Instagram or Facebook. And then there's also smaller group mentorship opportunities as well, where you're going to be mentored with people who are at the same level as you, so you can start to work in a success squad almost. And all of it is virtual. So no matter where you are, if you're on the East Coast, if you're on the West Coast, you are going to have that opportunity to be trained virtually. It doesn't matter. There's no limit, no matter where we are. Okay. So why is our model unique? What makes this company really different than anything I've ever seen, and why I feel so called to share it is there's proven results with the products. We're not talking about Jared from Subway. We are talking about thousands of people who have used the products who have seen the products work, who have experienced the products working, and who can effectively share the products because they are using them. They are proven and they're healthy. As somebody who has had their health like just not be healthy, as somebody who has experienced like what it's like to go through a life-threatening cancer, it's very, very important to me that I am consuming foods that I feel confident about. And I stand firm by the products that I am ingesting and using every day and have been for 7 years. Number 2, the compensation plan. As I showed you before, not only do you have the opportunity to take advantage of the residual income, but you're receiving 25 to 40% commissions. You are, once you start building a team, you're able to actually take advantage of the team cycle bonus opportunity as well. There's multiple ways to earn income. It is not just on just your individual sales. But I'm also very proud of the fact that our business, we spend a lot of money, our company spends a lot of money on branding. Late night infomercials, how many of us have watched them and we have seen insanity? We have seen P90X. How many of us have watched those infomercials and those commercials? Our company is very clear about putting money into the marketing and the branding. And not just that, but they have created trainings for us to be able to market and brand effectively. Other business models follow what we do because we do it so well. There's no quota. We market to our customers. The company markets to our customers. There's easy qualifiers. So when we start talking about some of the other things involved with just building your business aside from your income, there are qualifications that can be met by anyone with or without experience. You have no inventory to keep. Everything is managed through what we call the Coach Online Office Portal. It's a very low cost to get started, cost of an investment in your own health, and there's discounts on all products. So as a coach, you are also going to receive a 25% discount on all of the products. And then also too, the company is really sweet. They give you provided leads. And then when you hit a benchmark of helping 3 people a month, you receive those leads. When you help 5 people a month, you receive paid leads as well. So that means you earn those commissions up front when you hit 5 people a month, when you help 5 people a month. You're also, like I said, working with a company with proven results. Our trainers, they're everywhere. They appear on Good Morning America and other respected sources. They go through extensive testing before anything is shipped, and then innovative trainings on social media with growth for our team. Not only that, but if you follow some of our trainers, if you follow Alana Mulstein, who is our 2B Mindset Guru, she is out of Stanford. She is a nutritionist. She has been on everything from Pop Sugar to Huffington Post to Health Magazine. So these are truly products that are absolutely qualified to help people get not just results like losing a couple pounds, but like legit long-term healthy sustainable results. So when people come to me and they're like, Katie, I've tried everything. I've tried this diet pill. I'm like, but have you tried losing weight the healthy way? And they're like, no, not really. I'm like, well, let's maybe do it the healthy way and then we can sustain it. So I am proud of that. I am proud that we do it the healthy way, a sustainable way, a lifetime way. So you can't unlearn the things that you have learned. And I'm proud of that. So how does it all get started? You're like, all right, Katie, I get it. I want you to mentor me. What do I need to do? First of all, we're going to set you up with a kit. It's called a starter kit, also commonly known as a challenge pack. Those challenge packs, they range in price based on what you need, right? So based on what you want, based on what your goals are, they range anywhere from $160 to $220. Gonna stop you for a second because I really want you to understand that this kit is for you. This is not a kit that you go out and sell to other people. This is your kit. This is your investment in your health. I don't know about you, but how many times do we go to Target and spend $160 and go, what the heck did I just spend it on? What you're spending is for a kit that can potentially change your life first, because you can't pour from an empty cup. Our job is to help you get healthy results first. So the initial investment is in your health. Most of those kits include, again, depending on what you want, 1-year membership to Beachbody On Demand, optional nutritional program, your choice of Shakeology for the first month. There's also the performance line, as well as any additional add-ons. Usually my suggestion to people is to start with Beachbody On Demand in your first month of Shakeology. When you do those things, you're also going to be part of your upline's challenge group, so you can start to see how your upline mentors effectively. You're invited to invite your own challengers into that group, your own clients into those groups, so that you are learning, you're getting results, and your clients are getting results right alongside you, so that you're in this mindset of, I'm watching my upline coach so I can see what she's doing, I can learn from what she's doing, and then I'm also focused on my results too. So pretty amazing when you break that down. I also do suggest to people that you do try the Energize in our performance line, and they give you a really, really low price for it, for a 1-month supply of it. So it's a great add-on as well. When I get people's carts ready, I always tell them it's in there. If you want it, you can have it. You don't need to, but it's a great way to do it. So how do you get started? So first of all, if you're on this call and you are enrolled as a coach, you should have already received your first email that goes over how do you post about coaching. Then, if you've done that, I want you on the call tomorrow night. That is the new coach kickoff. It's going to go over the ins and outs and exactly what you need to know to get started. If you have not signed up, we want to get you signed up so we get you the spot in the organization as soon as possible, because over the next couple days, there's going to be some people joining. You're going to want your spot first. Just because, as I talked about, that volume is going to start growing too. You're going to select your starter kit, and I will send you the direct link to sign up with any add-ons that are going to be put in there as well. I'm going to prep that cart for you. It's going to be in your email. All you're going to need to do is click the link, and you are going to be set. You're going to get your order in, and you're going to be set. Once you do that, an email is going to go to you that's going to go over the 3 steps to really start your business in that starter email, in that welcome email. All right? Once you complete that quick start and look over our intro email, I want you to then get a starting right call set up with me or whoever invited you in. We're also going to get you into a challenge group. That is going to be a virtual community. I run mine on Facebook, but we want to get you focused on how to actually get results with the product as well. And then our very first goal, we're going to help 3 to 5 people get started, because we want to get your product paid for, that initial investment paid for. And we also want to get you in the mindset of, I am watching my coach do and learning from my coach as they go, and helping 3 people start as well. From there, you will then be added to our new coach training, our team page, and you are going to have access to the Coach Online office. It's going to be that portal for you and for tracking your business. So when you get added into the new coach training, and again, it starts Monday, our team page, you are going to then have access to all the trainings you need to get started. Do not get overwhelmed. And remember too, I started this working full-time as a teacher with a 2-year-old. So I knew that I didn't have a lot of time to devote to the business, but I was coachable. And so I just did the small activities every day to grow my business at my pace. It was my business. It was my call. It was my time. And then you're also going to have access to a few other calls. We always have a weekly team call. There's also a national wake-up call. We have new coach calls as well. And then, of course, you're going to have me daily. Not that I'm always on my computer by any means, but you are going to be able to access me daily. And it's one of the benefits of being part of the Knockout Brigade is we are really focused. Thanks, babe. We are really focused on helping you get results, but you still have that small team feel with the big team benefits as well. And then I always offer this too when you guys take time out of your busy life. I want to make sure that we get you started to receive a $25 Amazon gift card when you sign up tonight with your starter kit. So you guys, if you are on this call and you are ready to get started, I want to hear from you. I want to hear a message either on Instagram or on Facebook this evening, tonight. Let's get your spot locked and loaded. Let's get you started, set up for success so that we can get you rolling. Do you guys have any questions for me? And I just wow you with all of the information this evening, right? I see some of my girls on this call who are probably laughing at me because they're probably like, Katie, you're such a dork. So I love my team. Do you guys have any other questions for me? I know it's a lot of information. And also a huge shout out, Cassie Wells actually just joined our team yesterday. And Sarah is a new coach on our team as well, as is Allison. So I am excited. So welcome to the team, you guys. Any questions?
Yeah, quick question.
Hey, girl.
It's Fabi. So how much? I mean, I've been following for a long time different coaches, and I've never had an experience like this of someone really talking about it. So I appreciate it because it makes me understand more of what it's like. But how much? I see a lot of people sharing a lot of their life on social media, and I'm kind of like on the edge of like, it makes me not go forward to signing up as a coach because I'm not like, I don't share much of my life, of my personal life. I don't like putting pictures of my son a lot on Facebook. Like I just don't. So is this like a requirement that you have to, or how exactly does it work?
Yeah. So like I said in the call, like it is your business. And so it's your call how you want to run it. So when I started, do you go by Fabi?
Yeah. It's much easier.
Oh my gosh, that is the coolest thing. So first of all, like I just love that name. So first of all, when I started, I didn't share a lot. I was a teacher. I was teaching full time. And so I did have higher privacy on my page. So over time though, my business shifted from focusing on just my story, my journey, and I started sharing testimonials of the clients that I was having. I started sharing, tips and recipes. So no, you do not have to necessarily get really personal, but you are going to have to share a little bit of your personal perspective too with the products. When you start, my first suggestion to you is to start focusing on your results. And tomorrow night, we'll cover this on the call. That was my dog, by the way. We'll cover this on the call, but one of the things that I always talk about is just starting small. Start with helping a few people to begin with who would benefit from these products and programs. For me, it was my best friend, it was my husband, and it was actually my mom when I started. As I was focused on helping them get those results, I was also working on my own results. And as I was focused on my own results, I started to grow the confidence to talk about the products more effectively, to talk about my results more effectively. I started talking about the foods that I was eating, how I was prepping. I started talking about what I was learning mindset-wise as a first-time coach, as a beginning coach. I just never learned anything like that before. So that's really where I started. Now, as you grow, that might shift. The way you present the business, the way you run your business, that might shift a little bit. But that's always where I tell people to start. Did that help?
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it because I've heard from different coaches, yeah, you have to be willing to share your personal life. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't want to throw myself out there and everything about my life, right? So if I have to share just my personal experience with my exercise and Shakeology and different stuff, then that's something that I can think about for sure. So I
Yeah.
appreciate that. My other question is, do I have to use my personal Facebook page or whatever I have, or or is it like, can I open a new Instagram with my new whatever changes I'm having or starting or whatever?
So it's personal. It's always personal preference, like I said.
Okay.
But my suggestion to you, when you're starting, if you have like so I do most of my business now on Instagram. Yes, I have a personal page, but you won't see me talk as much on my personal page about my business as I do on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So on Instagram, a lot of people are going to naturally be curious about what you're doing if you start talking about health and fitness, if you start talking about a new program that you're following, if you start talking about those things, and if you already have people who are on that platform, instead of starting at ground zero, I would start with the people that you could make the most positive impact on from the get-go.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's really, I mean, it is your call, but that's my personal suggestion. And you never know. You never know who you could inspire. So I remember, and I'll just share this story, when I first started coaching and I was putting it out there, and again, I was not a marketer, I was a teacher. And so I was nervous. I was really nervous about it. And this girl from high school reached out to me and she was like, "What are you doing?" And she said it just like this. And you guys are going to laugh because you know who this is. And I thought she was making fun of me. I actually thought this girl was making fun of me. And I remember this knot in my stomach. And I was like, oh my gosh, she's like judging me. And it ended up being a girl that I didn't get along with in high school, ended up being really curious about what I was doing and signed up. And to this day, she is the top coach in my organization. And she is the coach who we laugh all the time because we didn't necessarily get along in high school, but she's one of my dearest friends now. So you just never know. And I love that the business has made such an impact in her life. And if I would have never shared it, it wouldn't have made that impact on her life. So I kind of keep that in the back of my mind. And Andrea and Amber, it's Kirsten. I don't know if you knew that story. Yeah. So I actually thought she was making fun of me. And she actually was like, "No, what are you really doing? I want to know more about this." And yeah, it's just, but it starts with, you have to be willing to get a little bit outside your comfort zone. And exercise, it stretches us, it changes us physically, it changes us mentally. So does this business. It is going to challenge you a little bit. If you're willing to make an impact in somebody's life, if you want to make an income, you also have to be willing to say, I am willing to get a little bit out of my comfort zone. Now, when you talk about maybe not wanting to share so much publicly about your family life, your son, nobody says you have to do that. But if you're willing and able, I would highly suggest starting with the people in your life that you just don't know might need something like this.
Great. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. And I hope I get to welcome you to the team. All right, guys. Any other questions for me this evening?
Yeah, I have one.
Hi, Allison.
Hi. So I actually signed up in the beginning as just a discount coach.
Yeah.
Back in January. So do I need to go back and find that initial email and all those things you spoke about tonight? And
no.
Okay.
No, and I have, I can forward it over to you. If you message me, I can send it to you too, Allison. But what I would suggest, Allison, and when she says discount coach, anyone can sign up as a coach strictly to receive the discount. You have no inventory, no quota. You have nothing that you need to technically, quote unquote, do to keep your coach status. However, a lot of people, they start to see the results. They start to feel really good. People are asking them what they're doing. It's very natural to say, okay, I'm curious about how to actually create the income with this, how to grow a business. So in Allison's case, even though you may have gotten the original email, I can forward it over to you. And tomorrow night too, Allison, try to get on that new coach call, that new coach kickoff call, because it will go over a lot of those first steps with you.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Just message me your email too, and I'll forward it over to you as well.
All right. Thanks.
Cool. All right, guys. Any other questions for our crew this evening? Awesome. Well, it was so great talking to you. When you're ready to sign up, we can't wait to welcome you. We are so excited to get you started. New coach kickoff call tomorrow evening. I cannot wait. And thank you guys for taking time out of your busy schedule to be here. All right? Have a good night.